Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back out to Massachusetts. Actually, this will be our second Treehouse beer that we drink that was brewed at their Connecticut location. What is it, Woodstock? And it is the one and the only Sap. I was a big fan of Sap back in the day. I think Sap was my 100th beer review I ever did on YouTube way back when. And here we are, thousands of beer reviews later. I don't know, thousands. I stopped numbering them. There was a while on YouTube, like I was getting flagged for stuff, and I thought it was because I was writing beer review number something. So I stopped doing it. So I have no idea how many beer reviews we've done. If somebody wants to go count them, that would be fucking awesome. It's got to be, I mean, it's got to be over 1,000, right? I have no idea. But yeah, Sap is their American IPA, 7% alcohol by volume. It is Chinook and Simcoe. I just remember in the middle of my Treehouse craze of loving Julius and Green and Alter Ego, Sap was just way different than all those beers. So yeah, there's no date on this, but I think this was canned a couple weeks ago. Beer comes courtesy of my man Kelly. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, there's not a date, but when he had sent the note, said this is a couple weeks in the can. So we had... Was it Juice Machine that was Connecticut brewed that I enjoyed? I still have never gotten back to that Treehouse magic from the Munson days. But people have been saying that the Woodstock beers are as close to the Munson beers. If we're being honest, I don't fucking remember the Munson beers anymore. That was so long ago. I was at Munson 2016, I think it was. So almost 10 years ago. Fuck, I don't remember those beers. I remember they're awesome, but... let's get into this one. It looks awesome. We are using, look at the glass that we're using, by the way. Red Treehouse logo with the red can, proper AF. There's a finger of eggshell, creamy, fluffy head. It is hazy, but it does not look terrible. It looks like it's glowing from where I'm sitting. Don't know what it looks like on camera, but it looks like pineapple juice. And I can see one single bubble floating in the glass. So, yeah, Simcoe and Chinook, two of just my favorite hops. I love old school C hops. I love Simcoe. Simcoe and hazy beers too. It can just be so fruity and so awesome. So let's smell this thing. Fuck, this smells so good. Man, this is one of the better Treehouse beers in recent memory. Like the aroma of this. It is very, I don't want to say piney. I know the name is Sap. And I think originally when I drank this, I was like, oh yeah, Sap. Sap from Christmas trees. But it's got a cool piney thing. It almost has a spearminty, wintergreen thing. But it's super mango and grapefruit peel. It's even got a papaya thing going on. It smells so juicy. And there's a little bit of earthy. It's not dank, but it's got an earthy thing going on. Man, I haven't had a hazy beer, and I don't remember the last time I had a hazy beer, but it's been a while. I mean, these days, you guys know, I just drink low ABV. I love fucking West Coast Pilsners and West Coast IPA. But smelling something like this is rad. This smells really, really good. Man, let's go and taste it. Kelly, cheers. Appreciate you, bro. So I have been mentioning in the past with Treehouse, recent, I don't know, last year or two. It feels like they overhop their beers, and they can come off as astringent and harsh. I think I've mentioned sometimes I'll drink them and it's got that burnt rubber tire astringency. I was waiting for this to do that, and it doesn't. It gets hoppy on the front of your tongue, but it just kind of rounds out. And just there's this big wave of grapefruit, mango, it's grapefruit, mango, and a papaya, kind of a juicy thing that goes right across the middle of your tongue. You get a little bit of pithy grapefruit rind, but it finishes so soft and juicy. Yeah, this is really, really good. But I love Simcoe and I love Chinook. That earthiness that we were smelling, it's there, on the finish. The mouthfeel is super full. Like, I mean, if I were to remember a Treehouse beer from back in the day, I would probably, my brain would say this is what it was. This is fantastic. I really, really like this. Yeah, that mango thing, like, it almost goes to peppery, but it stops. It's like, it's so crazy because, like, it's so flavorful on the front of your tongue, and it feels like it wants to just go over the top and just be astringent and harsh. And it just, like, I don't know how it, I don't know why it's happening, but it just kind of dials back as it goes across the middle of your palate. And it's just juice, like soft, pillowy hop juice. Grapefruit, papaya, mango. A little bit of like earthy, maybe some piney-ness. Like I said, I smelled like wintergreen, like evergreen, like spearmint. I don't taste that. And it just has a nice sweetness on the finish. It's that like crusty, I would say that sourdough, like white bread. This is fucking awesome. I really, really like. Look at the glass lacing on that too. What does that mean? I have no idea, but it looks awesome. If I was still like going nuts over hazy beers, I would be losing my mind over this beer. This is one of the best Treehouse beers in recent memory. This is world-class stuff. This is something I would be happy to drink all of the time. So it was fun to revisit this. I don't know if they have some sort of magic going on in Connecticut, what they're doing, but that's where this beer came from, and it is fucking awesome. So that is Sap from Treehouse in Woodstock, Connecticut, I do believe. Does it say on the can? Woodstock, Connecticut. Listen to this, dude. Brewed by Treehouse, Charlton, Massachusetts, Deerfield, Massachusetts, Sandwich, Massachusetts, Tewksbury, Boston, Woodstock, and Saratoga Springs, New York. Treehouse is taking over, man. They are going to rule the United States. They're going to have more locations than anyone in the history of the world. So, Kelly, I appreciate you sharing this one. This beer is fucking awesome. So, hoppy burps are the best. That's it. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.